when I went to see the Matriarchs of Washington Park, I don't know if I said the full name. I'm not using that one. See the art work of exhibition that my friend documentarian Bruce Nelson. Well, now he has another part where I think he's talking more about the artwork. Before, I think it's more displaying. It was something said, I don't know, I got there late. So I don't know what he said last time before people broke out and looked at all the paintings on the wall. And there's photos of the paintings. And the photos were like great quality. So for it to be photos of the paintings, I'm like, I don't know what phone y'all used, whatever. It was great. Was that muted? Okay, because I was like, I heard the noise. I'm like, the TV needs to be muted. So now he's doing something else, a discussion, I guess, about something. It's still Black History Month, so I'll find out when I get there. So this time, I'm trying to be on time. It is 61 degrees, but yet I am currently warm, but that's because I dug through a suitcase. I was looking for this dress, and so give me a second. Like, I have a green, black, and white one that's just like this. I have a red, white, and blue one just like this, but I wanted to wear the brown one because this brown, except for the shoes. The shoes are gonna be white. I'm wearing white Reebok sneakers. They're like low, whatever. They're good walking shoes. Anyway, so my lips feel over moisturized. So I'm gonna leave whatever shine is here. I'm just going with the primer. We're trying to use up this e.l.f. And yeah, I know it's Black History. So basically, this is a divert from the Black History or Black-owned business brands, makeup brands that I've been focusing on this month. This foundation is a new foundation, or new to me, but it's kind of been all the rage, I guess you could say. It's semi-matte, but this is like, this primer blurs for sure, but it's mattifying, kind of. It's not like dry mattifying, so this is a good one to go with, because other ones can be very mattifying. Again, 61 degrees is going to drop down to like 50 something, which if you live on the East Coast, that's nothing to you. I had to turn the heat on today. Like, I turned it on in the morning, because I always turn it on in the morning when it's actually cold. And then I had to turn it on after lunch, because I'm like, I was cold. Mind you, yeah, I've been wearing shorts, but my feet were cold. I was just cold. I don't have my bin. We're just going to put everything. I hate not having my bin, so let me put my bin out. Mind you, I had everything set up. I should have been raring to go at 4, but then I went looking for this dress. It's, I guess you could say, it's kind of like a bodycon or whatever, but not like obscenely bodycon. So, if you know what I mean by obscenely bodycon, I'm sure you do. But I think I can get this done because it starts at 6 again. I have to drive across town. I have gas. I had to go in the office this week, so I have gas. But a lot of stuff is still Black Beauty owned brands. It's just this foundation is not, and the concealer is not. Otherwise, I think everything else is. So I have 2 brand new things we're using today. And one is and I brought out an oldie to use today. So I'm pouring it into the cap now because I'm like, okay, maybe that smelling wasn't the brush, but because I've been dipping the brush on my face in the netting, what have you. So I'm like, okay, let me just. Speaking of smells, so I have my wig boxes, the ones that came from overseas. And so you're like, oh, we'll wash your wigs because it has that smell. The wig boxes have the smell in them. I'm like, what is that smell? I'm in my closet, and I moved them in my closet. The ones that I was trying to keep the boxes, but I'm like, if they smell, I'm gonna get rid of the boxes because I don't want that smell, obviously. These eyebrows are just oily. So eyebrows, we're using another thing that's not black owned is we're back to the peeling, put on and peel. I left it on more than 20 minutes, so this was this morning. I just have to wash my faces in the serums. I put it on and then put sunscreen on afterwards. So the foundation we're using, I should have opened from this box, is TirTir. It is the Mask Fit Red Cushion Foundation. This is the mini. They have a bigger one than this. I'm like, I'm not going to use up a bigger one. And this was on sale on the app, the Ulta app, for $12. This is 45 W Chestnut. And the reason why I have to emphasize 45 because W, because there's also 45 N. I will insert a photo of what the difference between N and the W looks like, because the N is kind of neutral on this part of my face, but when I was in the store, it was that part of the day when my face is bronzy, and I swatched it on my chest and you couldn't see it. So I'm like, it definitely matches my face. It's just I have the darkness kind of thing as well. So it was an app only. So I was in the store. I went to the one Ulta that had the day, if you saw the video of me installing the Beauty Forever wig, that day is when I went to Ulta to swatch this, because I thought I had it in my phone, the app, as a favorite for the shade, but I didn't. Wanted to make sure, because when I had swatched it originally, when I was off on the East Coast when I went on that trip, so I was like, okay, because it hadn't reached Arizona stores yet. This is what it looks like. And then things right there to open. It's good not to have nails. Why can't I open this side? Open. Okay. You're just lifting. I'm making it harder than it needs to be. You're just lifting it up. So I was thinking it's gonna, you know, the things. The little poof poof. There's a mirror. It's supposed to, is that supposed to be a reflector thing on it? It could be on there. You know how they put the little pieces of plastic. So finger, again, this is mini. The one I tried in store, I would say, so maybe, so this is the size, is maybe like this size. If you want to know how many ounces, I'll tell you. Not right now because I don't have my glasses on. Protector on it. So I'm going to pull that off. And it looks like that. I'll put 2 fingers in. And so what you're supposed to do, and everybody does that. I've watched a lot of videos on people who are my shade. I'm looking at my face right now. My face right now looks like it could be 45N. But I swear, when I was out in the store in sunlight, which I live in Arizona 300 days a year, it was very bronzy. It was freaking 45W. So, okay. I'm prepared because this is, like I said, was matching my chest, which I can't show you, obviously, photo. So I'm going to press on it. And what you're supposed to do, so it's like that, is then pat off excess and even it out on the side. People have been going in and directly on their face, so they're putting on more than they need to be. So I'm gonna put that down, and then, okay, you see how, and that's the brightest part of my face is right there, so. course, I keep getting texts now from Beauty Forever, so. And I'm gonna go back on what's on the cover and the lid. I'm not gonna go back into the thing, but I'm gonna go back what's on the cover and kind of wipe that off to get the rest of that. So I could finish the rest of my face. Because you see how all of it's over here, but let's move some of that over here. Let's go down. Because I'm thinking 45N would have, I don't know. When I mixed the two of them, it was the perfect shade. But should I have to buy two? Mind you, this is them extending it. Miss Darcy had complained about the shade range, and then they brought her in and they added shades. So this is one of the, I think, maybe added shades. I'm trying to even it up because I'm like, okay, because I see I went first on the side, so you can see how the heaviest it is. And then kind of blend out. I like how it, yeah, it's feeling nice. I don't feel anything. And it looks awesome because I guess it's supposed to be blurring. It looks awesome, like in this mirror here. And I know, like I said, it looks bright. I just need it to be the same amount on both sides of my face. So that's a me error, not the product. Because it looks good. It looks, my skin looks smooth. Like, it looks amazingly smooth in this camera. So get right up to my lips is what I'm doing. I want to do lip lines without getting my, you know, gloss on there or whatever. I don't want to. Yeah. Like I said, it's not perfect. And it kind of does look like a mask, but when you're not going to. Okay, let's go like this. So you see my chest? I can look in the mirror and I can see it matches. So they can probably still add some shades for sure. Okay. I'm gonna I think remember how it was stored in here, so I'm gonna put it back right there. I should have left that thingy to put that on. And then just close it up. I might need that again. What I'm going to do real quick is take this damp beauty blender. Push it in. Now start getting the excess. So say if I had not patted it off and just put it directly in my face, beauty blender to get some of that extra. Like right now, this looks so smooth right now in real life versus on camera. Like it looks, I can't tell because I don't have my glasses on. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, 3-day weekend, Valentine's Day weekend. How was your Valentine's Day? Or how was your 3-day weekend? If you had one, because I know some people, some businesses do not close on President's Day. Luckily, we had that day off, unless you volunteered to work it. Okay, let's concealer. We're going with Charlotte Tilbury. Because I haven't been using this. Like I said, I see it's very warm. It's definitely warm. And I have a warm neutral face. So, can we even see this? I don't even think we can see this because it's that warm. I'm like, what other concealers do I have? I don't think you necessarily need to see the concealer, but It's concealing. I'm trying to think, but this will get my under eye, so well, it's yeah. I see it. It's yeah. It's almost like I don't even need to blend. Wait for it to blend out. Fenty, of course. I'm trying to think. What did I do this weekend? What is that? Oh, I didn't go to the movies. I was gonna go to the movies, but I did not. Okay, so this is what's gonna help. Now I realize when I've been doing my 3, I haven't been doing this like I used to. So we're doing that again. So I was watching somebody do their face and I saw them do it. I'm like, okay, so it's not just me doing that. Other people do that too. Okay, one of these is higher than the other. I see that. So I didn't go to the movies. I was going to go to the movies because even though I know that movie's going to be out of theaters not too long. None of these movies are staying long. Crime 101, I wanted to see that. I probably will still see that in theater. And then I'm going to buff this out before I do the blush and all that. And then, oh, on Saturday, I had an appointment with a client. First client of 2026. We did a Sephora trip. And the Beauty Labyrinth, one of our services we provide, is going to Sephora or Ulta, any, makeup beauty store. And so I had her fill out our free questionnaire, and I had follow-up questions, and I asked her, during the week, what she was looking for, kind of thing, price range, things like that. And so I met up with her on Saturday, and we went through her makeup bag, what have you, what she used, what she didn't use. So I'm not going to, recommend things that she's not going to use. Yeah, some people are like, yeah, I'll buy it anyway, may or may not return it. But I'm like, no, I'm going to make sure we're going to get you something that you like, kind of thing. And so, and see what, like I said, things that she does not use that she has already. And then kind of a color palette to see what's going on. So we sat outside, went over that, and then we went in. And I'd say we were in there about 2 hours. Just going around, and I had watched something with her because she's lighter skinned than me. So I'm like, certain colors aren't going to work for me. So I definitely need to see them on her. I had looked up, researched, what some brands that had the shades of things she was looking for, the color palette that she was looking for. Because not every brand is going to have those colors. And so, and then sometimes, even then, one brand I was pushing her, wanted her to swatch or to use or whatever else that would be good. In person, actually swatching it, it did not look like how it's described on the app. So, like I said, that's why sometimes you got to do things in real life. You can't rely on apps and everything for everything. I say that because a lot of people do. That's why I'm still in store buy of clothes and makeup. Okay, so I'm trying to rein this in to me. Okay, yeah, that definitely, because Espresso, the Fenty thing, I think, it's a cool neutral, it's a cool tone contour, so that kind of brings it in. Helps out. I knew the edges, bronzing and contouring were going to help with the warmth, because again, we know I have a warm face in the center, and it's neutral, kind of on the outside. Okay, I haven't tried his setting spray, so I don't know how that is. And I washed my brushes last night because I'm like, I like using this for concealer, so I was like, and I have I was going to go out tomorrow, but I hadn't bought a ticket. And then I was like, you know what? I'm probably not going to go out tomorrow. I was like, yeah, I'm still looking up in the air. You can buy tickets at the door. So I'm like, I haven't decided yet. See, I like using this brush, even though it's a concealer setting brush. It doesn't say concealer, it just says setting brush. So that means obviously you think of powders. But I like using it because I have my other concealer brushes, but they're tiny and I have to work more. This disperses it well in a less amount of time. That was somebody signing up people for a local candidate. Oh, that looks good. Okay, and that's concealing, because a lot of my concealers, this is good to go. I forgot this is also full coverage, but this is a natural concealer when it comes to this foundation. As you see, it's not too bright or whatever. Because I sometimes look at my other looks and I'm like, I have to look up what did I use on that, because that look looks great. It looks natural, whatever, not too. Because even people, friends that I know who do the makeup, sometimes I'm just like, okay. But yeah, that looks good. We're gonna, let's see. Oh, that's not enough for them. But yeah, that's the second person who's coming to my door, and yes, I don't have to answer the door, open the door, but people I'd rather not open the door to is religious people, because then you end up with all this literature. So y'all know who I'm talking about. But yeah, the political whatever, like candidates, I'm like, I've been seeing political signs going up lately. I'm like, I thought we're not voting till August. What the hell is going on? So at least them knocking, I am aware of these people who are running, because I'm like, I have no idea. And I do, generally I vote for the proposals or what have you. Maybe a candidate if I know who they are, but I'm like, I have no idea who's running right now. And I think it's very important right now to vote in your local poll. What's the word I'm looking at? Vote in your local office, for your local offices, because those affect you more before the federal will, but definitely local. So the proposals I have voted for and the propositions, or I guess the word is I'm looking for. So it's like, okay. Let's blend everything. I'm not gonna use my thing. I'm not gonna use that thing because I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna use this. Hopefully there's enough in this to do that, because I don't want to mix. And I like that I'm not having to use a foundation brush. Getting another foundation brush ready. Because like I said, since I'm not going out, possibly Friday night, I'm like, again, I might still go. I don't know. A friend of mine's birthday was this week. I'm like, I don't know if he wants to do anything or whatever. He's really chill, relaxed. I don't know. Almost like don't even acknowledge my birthday. He'll say thank you, what have you, and I'm just like, to my mother, I was like, wish him happy birthday. Because usually he'll respond to her. So before he responds to me, I was using Danessa's. This one is Dancing Queen. Because originally I was going to do, this is going to be I know I have two fingers, I don't know why I'm not using both of them. Danessa Forward. But we're pushing that off to next week, because I have something we're going to next week. Like I said, I'm like, I'm a very, if somebody asks, are you doing anything? I'm like, when? I'm like, I don't have things set until somebody says, oh, do you want to do this kind of thing? Or until I see it come across my timeline. And then I'll set something and then like, okay, every day but this. Because like today I thought somebody wanted to go to lunch and then he didn't follow up with me today. So I'm just like, okay, which is why I have not eaten. Because I was like, I was going to get food after I came back from this event tonight. Because it ends at 8. So that's, stuff is still open. Like grocery stores is what I meant. Because since our grocery stores be closing at 10 now. And then even Trader Joe's will be open. I'm just gonna blend it out a little bit. And I'm not gonna say go ham, but because I have not tapped, I just realized on my wrist like I usually do, because that's why I move up my sweater. I was gonna wear this dress that dress. There's a skirt, is the same material, kind of knit. It's black and white speckled, that I got from Lane Bryant, because they had a sale. I want to say 2 weeks ago, I had a sale, and that skirt I had liked before. It's nice. I want to say it's like shin length, because it's warming up very fast in Phoenix. I was like, I'm not gonna get to wear this winter because it's still winter. I'm gonna take this and let's do the sides. It's still winter, so like, okay, I'm not gonna get to wear that this season, but then it's been so cool because it rains on Tuesday morning. So it's like, okay, I have the opportunity to wear because it's cold, but it's gonna be 80 again. So I'm just like, these days, it's just a skirt. It's a good skirt for like winter. It's a good winter skirt. And while I was looking for this dress, I just found a top, a sweater that would go perfect with it. So when winter comes back, or coldness, or if I go somewhere where it's cold, it will be perfect for that. But otherwise, I might wear it next week because it's supposed to be like 82. But again, temperatures drop because it's towards the end of the day kind of event. So we'll be fine. I'm going to take the concealer brush, just right here, these edges. And this won't need to be set at all, so that's pretty much good to go. While I was saying that because we're about to set the concealer, the highlight, as like people like to say. Anyway, nice young lady. I don't know if she goes by young lady. She was dressed not androgynously. I don't know how you say it. Basically, maybe non-binary kind of thing. I was like, until she opened her mouth, I wouldn't have thought. So I was like, but she's very nice. She understood. I was like, I don't sign things. I mean, I work where I work. I'm like, I'm not gonna sign something that some random person has. Like people who be outside grocery store, I'm like, I don't sign things. And so she gave me a pamphlet. I'm like, yeah, I'll take the pamphlet because I'm like, I like to look up whoever you're talking about, so I know this person is real. If they, you can still put fake stuff on the internet, but I rather than versus, oh, I just met you in 5 seconds and I'm signing this kind of thing, and I feel for people who, volunteer to do that. So yeah, I will look until later. This is another dude you're supposed to look up. I did pull up his website. I don't know if I still have it up. If I saw his name again, I would know who that is. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. A shoe's at my door. Or it wasn't him, but I'm sure one of his people. Okay. Then let's set the bronzer. I really like this again. I love that we're hitting pan. I hate when I don't see nothing like by looking like this. You don't see anything. I'm like, I'm not thinking it's coming up. But it's on there. I see it now. Do a little contour too. But yeah. I start from the bottom because I know it's going to deposit a lot right there. And I should have blended the foundation with the blush too. It was interesting to watch people. Somebody did a live, I guess yesterday. I didn't watch it when it happened, but I was watching the playback later. It's a 20-minute look. It took a little more than 20 minutes. And it's one of the things, like, if you're not talking, it's not hard to do a look in 20 minutes. Like, I could do a minute. When I timed myself once, I could do a look in, like, 17 minutes. And y'all probably like, these videos are kind of long. I'm like, because I'm talking, showing, explaining, and then, talking about life, what have you. Okay. I'm trying to say, I'm like, okay, does it still look very light? I'm gonna have to watch the playback because in the camera it looks fine, but it looks like it could be a little interesting looking. Remember, I'm not setting the blush because it's already dried down. It's cream to powder, so Oh, Central Intelligence is on. I haven't seen that movie in a while, so I'm like, what made y'all pull that out? I'm not saying I don't like it. What's that movie? Not San Andreas. The one Skyscraper was on this morning. Like, when I went to bed, I went to bed kind of late, because why did I go to late? I don't know. I need to sleep normal so I can finish the sleep study that I'm supposed to be doing that I haven't been. And also to figure out why I think, again, it's just perimenopause. Some people just be like, oh my, I gotta swipe. Okay. Doing the lip bar, Brown Sugar Babe. I don't know if they sell these in Target anymore. They still have the lip bar in Target, but I haven't looked down to see if they have the finishing powders or not. Okay. I had to work for that. And you see it's uneven on here. So, another new thing. So this video right now, because we're adding a new thing. So I'm introducing. Let me set my face. I really want to set my face. And then while I'm talking, the other, hopefully, yeah. Jesus. I'm gonna see if it's anywhere else on me. So I'm like, I spent so much work looking for this. So I'm like, no. Okay, so while this sets, so Danessa had a new palette come out. And the only reason I got it is because it's an everyday, like, neutral palette. So to me, like, y'all know Lightwork, all her Lightworks have a lot of shimmers and shades that an everyday person is not going to use. So, or try to figure it out kind of thing. Learning curve, all that. So I got this one. So this one, this is the box it came in. So first of all, this one had so much packaging. I had like 2 of these, like each around the box. This packaging, it's in this. Then you have the little case like the other one, Lightwork. I have another one of these. There's another one of these, it's in this. This is a box, so it's in a box. Did I get this open before? So I'll pull it out. So another box. Then there's this cover case. And then you finally get to it. I'm like, okay, nothing is going to break in this packaging. But, okay, you're ruining the earth. Probably. I don't know if it's all recyclable, hopefully. So you see I really opened it after, because my hands were clean earlier, other than that one spot. So that tells you I literally just opened it to that point. And then like the other case, like the other Lightworks, this is the everyday, this is the Freedom Palette Everyday Magic one. So I have Freedom Palette, I have Lightworks 6. And so this can go with that. That's why I wanted it, because I was like, I can use it with those as well. So as everything's metallic, just like the other ones. This is it came off like that. So this is the little plastic part that usually comes on the thing to protect the shades. The mirror here, I'm not gonna uncover the mirror at this point. But yes, so the protecting with the words, put that over there. And so this is what it looks like. And this one actually has the shade numbers, the shade names on it. So that's helpful unless you move them around. So the thing about it is, if you have Lightwork 7, you have these shades already. So I'm glad I didn't get Lightwork 7, because when it had shades I wasn't going to use, just like Lightwork 6 has ones that I haven't figured out completely how to use yet, but this helps with that. So okay, I can't see right now. So we are going to go in with what I decided. I'm gonna put a towel on my lap, because I heard somebody was moving their palette around and they got stuff on stuff. From their Lightwork 7. They moved the Lightwork 7 ones around to create this palette. So if you have 7, you don't need this. Just move them around so that you have these. So I'm going to do this all over. And that one is, I don't have my glasses on. I'm going to look it up for you. I'll put it on screen and it'll be in the description. I don't want to put my glasses on because I'm not running late, but this video, I don't want to, it's going to be long. It's okay, this kickback. That's probably why they had an issue. Okay, so I'm going to just go. Normally, I would. Okay, because of that kickback, one more thing I'm going to do is so that any will fall on that and I can brush it away. So I'm just patting all over the lid, because normally we know I do my eyes first. Now I'm going to actually zoom in a little bit. Then we'll go up a little higher. Thank you. Artist discussion, that's what's called, the artist discussion, the matriarchs. But hopefully some of the matriarchs that are there, that are still alive, maybe they'll be there. Or like the woman I met, people who, you know, again, were living there. Can tell more about their lives, because like I said, hearing the conversations I heard about people who lived there is interesting. I'm not talking about picking cotton, which of course during those times, but segregation still, racism, Mesa, it's in Mesa, Arizona, which of course probably wasn't just in Mesa, but that's what the focus is on. I like how it look okay. Yeah, because you can literally just put this on and go, which is every day. Mind you, I do have the coffee shop, Juvia's Place, and it has shimmers as well, but this also goes with my Lightwork Freedom Palette, Lightwork 6. And I can literally, this is smaller, so if I do travel, go home, see my mom, go wherever, this is small and compact. I can literally just take this. My coffee shop is bigger. So, I'm not saying you can't take it, but if you're trying to keep things small. Okay, I'm trying to get up here a little bit. So honestly, when they knocked on the door, I thought it was somebody complaining because I'm talking. Like, maybe her. I don't know if she can hear me. Okay. Okay, I think we're good with that. Let me flip the mirror so I can see. Yeah. Okay, let's go up a little bit more. And what I'm going to do, I don't know this shade, but this shade right here, it's kind of a taupe maybe. Yeah, they kick back. You see the kickback? It's definitely this kickback. It looks like this on a brush. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to tap it off on my hand a little bit. Because there's one in the coffee shop that I do this with, so I was like, okay. Because I don't do the concealer thing, so I've figured out, don't do the concealer thing, just do this. Just find a lighter shade. Yeah, I like using the peel off thing because, again, I put it on and then I took a Q-tip with the makeup remover if I kind of didn't go in the line perfectly and cleaned up the edges kind of thing. If you haven't seen the video, you need me to do that video again, update the video. It's exactly the same, but I will do it again on camera for y'all if you would like me to. Okay, that's probably too much. So we're going to, I'm going to take this, here's the cleaner side, so I'm just going to kind of, but I will take this side too. It has stuff on it. Because it's reading 90s. If you've seen 90s, yeah, it's reading 90s. So let's tone that down a bit. So I'm brushing upwards towards it. And it's nice having this peel, whatever, because it's not messing up my eyebrows at all. And I'm patting off on my hand. Okay, that looks better. Oh, this one looks better. This one is like a little sharp there. Yeah, that one's better. Okay, so just a little bit. Okay, so that's that, and then we're going to use this. It looks pinkish. I don't know what it's going to swatch as. Normally you use your hands, but I'm going to use the thing. Tap off on my hand because it's Danessa. Okay. And then I'm going to take my finger and just kind of and then let's see if I can use this without going back in. No, gotta go back in. Okay, yeah, I still have time. It's gonna take like 32 minutes maybe. Okay, and then I'm gonna take my finger, kind of pat it in. Somebody, I watched a video and they're like, pat it in, don't swipe or whatever. Okay. And then let's wipe that off my hand. Kind of, this was the dark color. And I know it's not reading as dark as it is, because otherwise I'd put a darker color right there to kind of, so I'm just kind of blend these edges here. You know what I'm gonna do? I don't know what color that is, so that one. I'm gonna use the back of that. I'm not pulling that out of the brush. And that one's, I don't know, taupe or whatever, but it's kind of a brownish, purplish something. Kind of go like that. I was gonna say to clean up the edges there. And help blend that out a little bit. Okay. And then And then there's a black, so I'm going to go in black. This is one of those, you could say eyeliner brush, I guess you could say. So many people, what does it say? Small angled. Yeah, the kickback is. I'm going to pat it off of my hand, because, yeah, that is dark. And then we're going to use, and we're going to just get close to my lash line. I just patted that on. That's just powder. You don't need a liquid eyeliner, just powder. I'm going to pat it off my hand to see if there's still anything on there. I'm going to take the excess off my hand, because this is how dark it's going. And not even go back in the pan. I'm going to go back in the pan for a little bit, but I'm going to pat it off. Because, yeah, I just you see how much, and I just literally just placed, it's a lot. Again, that's all powder. It's crazy. It's pigmented. That is Danessa pigment for sure. I'm going to take this brown again. I was going to use a different brush, but I didn't bring it in, so I'm just going to squeeze it. Go like that. Kick back is ridiculous. Pat that off a little bit. I'm just going under. Now I was going to actually, let me do I have time to do this? This is, I don't know if you can see it. I got this in my Ipsy. This is Beauty Vault. Just in my waterline. I can't see, I can sort of see it right there. And then I'm going to go back, like I said, with this and pat it off. Okay. I'm going to use a small. And then let's push all this in, because it's looking good, even I haven't pushed it in yet. And ooh, still got to do my lips. Oh, this is long. I am so sorry. But now that I've done this, what have you, you now know it won't take as long. What's the top to this? I'm gonna, like I said, all the kickback that's showing up here. I'm just gonna put the plastic that back on it. So it's not on it perfectly because of the plastic, but yeah. And let's do mascara, and then we will do my lips. I'm still using live tinted, or live tinted. I will one day actually remember what it's called. I have a thin eyeliner brush, then these will be even perfect. And one of my brushes are very thin. That actually was not the one. So let's the lip bar, Straight Living. And then Straight Living, the lip bar. This is one of the soft kisses in Level Up, which is kind of a purplish. So I was like, I don't want a too bold lip, really. So this is perfect with black on. But a pop of color, obviously. Okay. And it kind of goes with Dancing Queen, which is very subtle. Okay, so we're gonna put earrings. Okay, so the plan is to wear the wig. Should I put the? We're gonna put the wig on. So this is a wig. I don't have a name for her yet. Yeah, I don't have a name for her yet. And it's glueless. I will put in the comments the description of what the name of the wig is. So it has open wefts. It has this right here, glueless. So let's. I'm like makeup on my shirt. And let me get a comb real quick. I forgot Jason Bateman was in Central Intelligence. Maybe listen to his Smartless podcast with Will and Sean Hayes. There's a lot of Wills. They'll come to me later. Mind you, I listen to this podcast often. Okay, let's see. It's within. I'll just make sure. And I don't want to wear my wig band, so that's why I'm just letting. And this is one that I don't feel I need to. So I like this one. So I could do these. Oh, that's nice. We'll do these. Like if I ever did a live, because then y'all can tell me which one y'all like versus me trying to figure it out. I could do that. So if I pull my hair, I like that one. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. It kind of goes with the brown theme. Because you can't really wear studs with this. None of my wigs you can really, unless the pixie, it's not a pixie, I have a short kind of bob other than that one. Okay, this is pushing on my ear, but that's my fault, not the wig's fault. The way I pushed it down. And so I did the tinting with my Ruby Kisses underneath it, and then put the lighter of the 15 up there. I have not used a hot comb. I didn't push this down like I could, or some probably even say I should. And it's shedding because, again, I trimmed the lace, and it's now the bane of my existence on shedding. Otherwise, I wouldn't shade it. This sheds a lot. It's just doing that causes it all to happen. And then looking at it, you kind of see how it is. And then I brushed this out with a brush. You could use a comb. You could have used my fingers only, but I like this. I know I have a wig similar to this, but it is very thick. It's a different color. this is a chocolate swirl. This is a DR chocolate swirl. So basically it's dark brown and then chocolate swirl. I was like, okay, I don't know if that'll work until I got home. And I was like, yeah, it's perfect. So my thing for Lent, I'm not Catholic. I think y'all know that if y'all been following me long enough. My thing was to not buy any more wigs or any more makeup during that time. So you may see me on a wig. It's a wig I had already had and just had not worn, and that's it. And then all the makeup, the last bit of makeup was again ordered before that deadline and showed up. So makeup I have with it, it's unless it's something like eyelash glue that I need or something like that. Otherwise, I'm not buying anything else. Well, I'm not buying anything else. That's what I'm going to say. Okay, I like this look. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I really like this wig. I do a lot. But I actually bought it after I was in work the other day because it was a long, long day. And I tried on the wigs. Instead of 3, they let you try on 5 now. Oh. And this was the last one I tried on, and it was perfect. Okay, so yeah, I am off to go support my friend Bruce and learn about the matriarchs of Washington Park and admire the art.